that is loud.
Hello there.
The second fan today on the show. We've had so many celebrities, and now we got my biggest fan, David Herro, who's also a celebrity, but a fan too. Am I on thin ice when I say that?
Absolutely.
I'm
I'm
still
your biggest fan at 6'5". I have to be, right?
Are you 6'5"? You know what? I didn't realize you were 6'5".
Yeah. Well,
God
I'm always
damn.
sitting behind a desk with David.
Well, yeah. So a lot of people don't realize I'm 7'2". A lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't know that. Yeah. And what's Nelson's name? What's his first name?
Damien.
Yeah, the devil.
Yeah.
He's named after the goddamn
Okay, so
devil.
I'm not aware of
like
who
him.
we're speaking to. Would you mind introducing yourself for the ignorant people in the crowd?
David
Well,
Herro. Yeah, well,
Let him introduce himself.
Well, I was going to do it, but he can do it. He knows himself. He knows himself better than I do.
No, David Herro, you know, the super friend to all, and yeah, I do the pro wrestling report with Damian Nelson.
In Milwaukee, and they run real
out of
television.
Milwaukee. I do Great Lakes Championship Wrestling.
You have tag teamed with Al Snow on occasion?
Yeah, we I think we've only teamed together once, and we won, thank God.
Yeah.
It was Al and myself against Abyss and the monster Damian Nelson.
Not a bad one. Well, Nelson drugged that team down. I know Abyss, and I'm sure Nelson just drugged that team into the mud. How many pro matches have you had, David?
I want to say maybe about 18 or 20.
18 to 20. I haven't had a shitload, but I want to compare our win losses against each other. Let me just start. Have you ever beaten Jerry the King Lawler?
No.
I have.
No,
Have you ever beaten the Big Show?
Nope, haven't beat him either.
I have. Nope. Have you ever beaten Mark Henry?
Nope. I can't say I've beaten him either.
Have you ever beaten Rob Conway?
No.
I'm getting carried away here. Have you ever beaten have you ever beaten John Cena?
On the video game, yes. But in real life, no. Never once.
You got me,
Never
David.
once.
You got me. I knew you got him on the video game. There's actually a YouTube video out there of me beating Cena, and I'm sure he hates my guts because I posted on Twitter. I posted on Twitter about once a month just to make sure somebody new sees me beating Cena's ass like a rented mule.
Yeah, but why wouldn't you? You know what I mean?
Well, exactly.
Look at
If I had
Scooby.
that video, absolutely.
What's he got?
He had a pen stuck in his lip.
Yeah, he brought me a pen. He says I don't take good notes. David LeBlanc tried to take your spot, Hero. You were due to call in at 2:15, and David LeBlanc lights up. I said, wait a minute. Did Hero defer? Did he just hand his slide over to somebody?
A little technical issue here.
He said that he had sticky fingers.
Bob Hazelwood has a question for you, Mr. Hero.
Bob Hazelwood, my friend down in Texas, has been a big donor to many of my causes.
He has an important question, kind of continuing this interrogation right here. He wants to know, have you ever killed 5 cops in Memphis and gotten out of jail 3 days later?
Yeah, have you ever done that?
If I did, I've never did it out loud. That's for sure. No,
David, David, I don't know how closely you follow me on Facebook, but did you see all the trouble and all the big shit, all the trouble I got into yesterday?
Yeah, well, but it's not just yesterday though. It's kind of your MO.
It's kind of
You know what I mean?
yeah. There's kind of a history there, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Now, were you offended at the peril of Scooby? Were you worried? Were you going to get on a plane and come down here? Because I've seen those arms of yours, man. You could have pulled that gate apart. You could have pulled that gate apart.
Not offended whatsoever. You know why? Because it was a problem.
It wasn't
good,
your problem, right? So
exactly.
you didn't call Chris Cuomo in New York and CNN and say, "Hey, goddamn it, Bowen's got a dog stuck in the fence," and the community won't help him, and it's an historic landmark, that Iron Gate, and this has got to be real. This has got to be real. There's firemen with no hands and no legs in there. This is terrible what they're doing to Scooby.
Yeah, no, I wasn't called. No.
Did you see my 1 hour apology? I actually broke down crying, legit tears, because I thought that 80 to 90% of the people believed it, David. I have a history of doing this stupid shit.
But you know what,
and I didn't think anybody would believe it.
I'm not shocked that 80% believed it. I mean,
It was
I'm not
80.
at
It
all.
was 80 to 9. Oh, I got you know the guy that come over here and helped us with the audio issues, Brian,
Yeah.
the brother
Yeah.
of
Yeah, a lot of people were believing
he
in
was
him.
mad. He was Kenny, not
And
funny.
you know,
Not funny.
the best part to me was that
Here-
there
here's
were
Scooby.
whistleblowers in the comment section saying, "Look at the firefighters. They don't have hands. They're hovering above the grass."
Would Scooby
Because frankly, it was photoshopping that with Snapchat.
Yeah.
It was doing a
would
terrible job.
Would Scooby be tongue kissing me now if he was ever in parable? If
Not at all.
if I had kept going with it my way, Scooby was going to be carried out bloody on a stretcher. That they cut a jugular trying to cut him out of the fence. That I was going that far, and
And we were gonna Photoshop Scooby on a stretcher, of course, looking ridiculous. The joke was that it just looked so unrealistic because I
there's
don't know
no
Photoshop.
way that anybody, and Maya's doing this on a fucking 6-inch phone
Snapchat,
on
yeah.
Snapchat, which I don't know how to do. Thank you, Maya. And
But to be fair,
oh, I felt
you
like
have
shit,
been,
man.
You've been the voice for so many people. Why wouldn't they believe you? You've led so many people to greatness.
Well, all right,
Right?
you got me there.
I mean, come on.
I guess you got
Exactly.
me there. And you actually got Al Snow. You shamed Al Snow into doing the show today, right? What did you say to him to motivate him to actually do the show right after you? He's as a matter of fact, he wrote me and said you're curtain jerking for him today. He says you're opening the show for Al Snow.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
here's what I told him. I said, if you and I were friends, I thought you loved Kenny. Why do I have to be the go-between? For
Exactly.
You to find the
Yeah, I
actor?
couldn't get him to even comment to me. He wrote me today though after I put the heat on you to put the heat on Al on the show today.
That's what I said. I go, why is the heat on me to get you? Exactly.
I didn't want to have to call Nelson to do it. We know where that would have got me. Nelson would have had Cornette calling in, not doing a 12-hour podcast.
Yeah,
Can't have that
exactly,
shit.
yeah.
Well, I'm just sorry you had to see the Scooby debacle, and I was the biggest heel on the planet Earth there for quite some time. I thought,
But it was only for a day.
I thought I was
right?
gonna, I thought I was gonna be the lead story on Fox News, man. I was, oh my god. And I'm trying to do a fundraiser. I had one girl write me, the one that reported me. She wrote,
Yes.
she made a big post about it and says, I was going to donate, but now I'm not going to donate $1. You're probably pocketing every penny.
Fuck the homeless.
Yeah. So I said, hey, man, if those of you that don't donate, you're fucking the homeless. You ain't fucking me. But yeah, she accused me of pocketing every dollar that we're raising for the homeless. We go down. I have spent so much of my own money, Maya's own. I've spent Maya's money too, and Chris. I spent
He does
everybody's
that often.
as often as I can, but and we just decided we needed some help because every time we go down there, David, there's more and more people, and it's mainly Chris and Maya that go down. I help out financially and promote this stuff on Facebook, and yeah, man, to get pissed at me and say fuck the homeless, I don't know what that good that does, and I apologized and I cried because I couldn't believe that I alienated 80 to 90% of my fan base, but. Every single person wrote me, hey, man, we get it. If we'd actually looked at the damn Photoshop and read your words.
And you know, in his I gotta say, about 3 years ago, I don't know if you saw this,
The
we made a
Memphis.
post that he went to Memphis for the Lawler show, and that Lawler called the cops. So can he beat up 5 of the cops? Then he went to prison.
The sixth one got me, though.
The 6th one got
The
him.
guy got me.
He
But-
goes to prison. He kills a guy
killed a
over
guy.
a ham sandwich.
over a ham sandwich.
He gets a teardrop
Tear on my eye. Yeah.
Yep. And then,
There's
in
pictures.
order to get him out of jail, I had to prostitute myself to
Yes.
the cops.
Yes.
So now we got police corruption in there.
And then
to get him out of jail in 3 days.
And then one fan who was a close friend with Maya writes and says, well, why did Chris let you prostitute yourself? She said, well, Chris did it too.
So now we've got prostitution all over the place. There's a consent issue here. He's murdered a guy in prison. People are believing it left and right. Those who are in on the joke find it hilarious. Eventually
Yeah.
we come clean. Everybody
Yeah.
goes, oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Murder is funny. Rape
Murder,
is funny.
but
a
not,
dog was stuck in
yeah.
a fence.
Murder's funny,
obviously
rape's funny.
Has room. There's firefighters in the back hovering above the grass. And I mean,
Laying
they're
on
not
the ground in
standing there.
exhaustion.
They're like, yeah, they're in exhaustion after working for an hour. It's obviously
I guess
ridiculous.
what made
and
it
they're go crazy about that.
Maya's telling people that I'm unavailable for comment because I'm in the bathroom crying. And so we were going to carry it throughout the day to where Scooby was going to resurrect from because we buried him at the.
Oh
at the,
my God, that's been fantastic.
we
Right.
were going to tell everybody we buried him next to Muhammad Ali without permission. We just took a shovel and dug a hole right beside Ali,
And I guess everyone would believe that shit too.
which is next door to where I live.
It
I
really
mean,
is,
We're
yeah.
150 feet from where Muhammad Ali is buried. So I was going to tell everybody that I dug a hole right
always
next
a
to Ali
sleepover, huh?
without permission. That we just just in a plastic bag and buried him next to the great Muhammad Ali. And then about 6 o'clock when Scaramucci comes on, we're gonna have Scooby resurrect himself. Gonna put dirt all over him. And he crawled out of the grave. He wasn't dead after all. Look at Scooby. He's divine. And I thought it was going to be funny, but Tara Bassett and some others at Fox lit me up like a Roman candle, man.
Well, she was very upset that you pursued a story for 30 minutes and it ended up
yeah,
being a
she was
bust.
planning a big story, and she was wanting to send a team over here. She wanted my address and everything.
It's a shame she couldn't exploit
So
that.
I came clean with her,
I
but
thought
she was
you
pissed.
said Carol Baskins at first.
That's what I thought too. I'm like that bitch, Carol Baskin.
I wish
just don't learn, do
I
she?
wish she'd come over here and interview me. And you know she'd kill me. You know she would.
Hi,
She's
cool
got-
cats and
Absolutely.
kittens.
She's got a history. She'd bring one of them goddamn tigers with her, and I'd be history. They'd eat my bones and everything.
Yeah,
Nobody-
especially in this meat shortage right now. You
Nobody
might
would
want to
know.
watch out.
David, we're having a ball with you. Do we bump snow for you, or what do we do?
Well, you know what? Al is he has way more stuff going on than I do. I've just been living that quarantine life. He's the guy that's, been resurrecting OVW and
Yeah.
taking that, all over the place.
Well, it was definitely dead when he got it, so he is practicing the zombie apocalypse. He's trying to resurrect the dead over there. Maya,
he is.
will you
He's doing a
go
great job.
on my Twitter and tell Al to call in on Messenger that the cell phone is
I
fucking
sure
up?
will.
And or David, he's probably sitting there next to David anyway. I mean, he's probably just gonna hand him the phone
You know
or
what's
something.
funny? It's amazing how many people will say that. Hey, where's Al?
Where's
Well, I don't know. He's probably at home.
You
How
guys
would I
are in a
know
lot
where
of
he is?
pictures together. I've only got a couple of pictures with Al. We did an autograph signing in Bardstown, God, 10 or 20 years ago, however long it's been. Probably late mid 2000s, I guess, when he was down here as the trainer. And me and April Hunter and Al and April's husband at the time, whose name I'm blanking out on, we all did an autograph show in Bardstown. And to my knowledge, that's the only picture I've got with Al. But me and you were at his wedding, right?
Yes.
Tell the fans
Yes,
what
we
I
were.
tell the fans what I did. Maya might
set
not
up a
even know
gimmick-
this.
You set up a gimmick table. And I could
At
not
Al's,
believe
at,
it. Really.
how much money did I make? Do you remember?
I don't remember, but it was fantastic.
I made $280 selling pictures of Al Snow and nude pictures of his wife Cindy. Well, no, I didn't have nude pictures. I claimed I had a sex video with Al and Cindy, and I was selling these videos. There's nothing on them. It was just a cover that made it look like that Cindy and Al had put out a sex video, and I sold. Did you buy one? Did you buy one of the DVDs?
No, I did not. But
Tightwad.
cousin Jack, who dressed up as Batman that night, I know
Yes.
he bought one.
He bought one, okay. But yeah, I made $280, and you know what I gave Al out of that? Dinner for four
I have no idea.
at Golden Corral. I said we're even. Gave him
Perfect.
dinner for four at the Corral, and me and Al were even. So yeah, I made money off Al Snow's wedding. I made more than Al made. I made more than Al made.
That is very true. Yes. absolutely.
But
Yeah.
so, and then people are shocked that I told everybody my dog's head was stuck in a fence. If I'll make money, but I had a legit gimmick table, guys. It was a table that had merch. I had my merch. I outsold Al that night, by the way. I sold.
You know what? That was the first time I ever met you, and I walked in. I'm like, I couldn't believe there was a gimmick table. I mean, it was just.
I
to me, it was amazing.
don't even remember if I asked him for permission. I think I did. I
doubt you
can't
did.
imagine
I
bet.
doubt it.
Well, you
Yeah.
don't think I did. Well, you might be right.
No.
But yeah,
exactly.
Al's on deck. I think Maya texted him to call in on Messenger. I might be able to bring him up. Well, he's got a verified account on here. I used to, but mine got hacked. So my verified account on Facebook was gone. Are you verified on here, David Herro?
No,
No.
I'm not. I'm nowhere near as over as you guys to be verified.
Would you do me a favor and tell Damian Nelson I hate his guts, and if I ever get the opportunity, I'm going to bitch slap him the way I should have done a few years ago when I was on your all show?
I absolutely.
Would you
promise
pass that
I will
on to
do
him?
that.
I
Yes,
owe him one, and
absolutely.
I'm getting in fighting shape, as you can tell. He don't want to mess with me
I
now.
can tell. No, he
don't wanna-
does not.
Look
He
at them!
does-
Look,
he
look at
wants
them! Look at them!
nobody.
Well, there should be guns there, but they're not there. All right, no, I saw your guns, man. You looking impressive these days. If you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I will be 48 in June.
48. You're pushing 50 years old, and you are jacked
Well,
to shit, man. You looking good.
Well, I'm trying. I'm not. I had those type 2 diabetes issues, and
You told me about that. Yeah, man.
yeah, 14 or 15 foot surgeries, 2 toe amputations.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God! I knew you had
yeah,
one.
it's
I
like-
didn't know you had two. Here I was 569 pounds not long ago, and never had diabetes to speak of. I think I had a mice of it. back in 2009, and then 6 months later, after my medication, it never was an issue again.
Oh, you got lucky.
And of
So
course, I had the on and off again glaucoma as well.
Yeah. So, but
Legit.
you know what? We're both in a way better spot. We're both a lot healthier.
We're both doing better. We're both doing better.
Yes.
And so yeah, we will try and find Al and get him on here. And thank you so much for dropping in. It means a lot to me. You're a dear friend, and you saved me on that show. Are y'all still doing that show up there?
We are now back up and doing it again.
I
So
want to come back. I want to do a show again. I owe Damien a tongue lashing, and not the one he would like either.
Absolutely. I'll be talking to him tomorrow. So
Look,
we'll be working on the next couple of
are
weeks.
you watching the show? Do you see the Prince and Scooby in the background?
No, I'm not watching because I wanted to focus on the call.
You wanted to focus on the call. I
I
appreciate that.
Yes.
But yeah, when
Yes.
you see the playback, just get up to the 2:15 hour. The Prince and Scooby looking good. Scooby is not dead, ladies and gentlemen. He's right there. He's looking good.
Thank God.
Thank God.
imagine?
Thank God.
Yeah.
Or
Thank God.
whoever
Yeah.
it is you pray to. And if you pray to me, thank me, because I'm the one that saved his life.
Absolutely.
All right, my man. I love you so much.
All right, buddy.
Thank you. And
Sounds
spread
good.
the
Take
word
care.
for me. If you can get any of your rich friends to donate, tell them anything over $20 is appreciated.
I will do that.
You're a good
luck.
man.
Thank you
I'm
much.
tired of all the bad talk about you, and if I'd shut up, a lot of it would go away.
Right.
I
Enjoy.
love you,
Good luck
I
today.
love you, my
Thanks,
boy.
buddy.
Thank you for getting me out. We'll see if he shows up.
You bet. All right.
I
Bye-bye.
said good day.